Okay, so today I want to talk about the importance of travel and what we're seeing that one could maybe argue are the ramifications of people traveling less, especially in this year in 2020. Now let's go ahead and just dissect understanding how big and important the travel industry is. Now the travel industry actually accounts for 1 in every 10 jobs in the world, which is pretty huge. It's one of the largest industries in the world. Now, industry aside, let's go ahead and dissect the travel experience and how it's important for people in general. So the importance of travel for me, from my experience, as well as what I've seen just working on the front lines of travel, but in a hotel environment, is that travel serves as education. And how does it educate people? It exposes people. It exposes people to different cultures, different ethnicities, religions, languages, all of these rich human cultural aspects that really make us who we are. Now, through that, what it does is it can teach people about understanding, tolerance, connection, all of these really important things that really kind of bind us as human beings. And that's why travel is so important. And you really can't replicate the education that you get from travel in any other way. You can't learn it from a textbook. You can't learn it from maybe watching it on TV, but actually experiencing it. That's why travel is so important. Now, of course, a lot of people might travel for different reasons. Some people might travel to unplug and disconnect and maybe gain perspective, which is completely legitimate. But can somebody actually travel and maybe have blinders on? Absolutely. I've seen a lot of that over the years. People travel and they keep their blinders on and they eat their same foods, they do their same things, they stick to this sort of like rigid sort of lifestyle. But really what it comes down to is that travel is about getting outside of your comfort zone. So without being too quick to judge those individuals, it's all about slowly kind of opening up to the world. So at the end of the day, I am a huge believer that travel is so important to educate us just as human beings. And what we're seeing right now in 2020 is a little bit of this silo effect, is that individuals that might get to travel more, because we're all focused inward. And it is really interesting because we're kind of not looking at the world so much as on a global scale anymore, but we're looking at it we're a little bit more insular in how we're looking at things. And so I'm curious as to how, as travel begins to open up again, if that also begins to open up our mindset as well. I mean, I certainly would hope so. It is really interesting to see this sort of correlation between how people might be closed off to the impact of or the ramifications of what they do on a daily basis and how that impacts somebody on the other side of the globe now when we aren't able to travel and we aren't able to necessarily experience that, versus in a time when we're a little bit more open and we're able to go beyond our borders, at least far more freely. So that's it for today. A few of my thoughts on the importance of travel. I would love to hear why travel is important to you, because it is such a personal experience. So be sure to share it with me in the comments section below. And until next time, I'll see you then.